to Welcome to Jackie's Learning Corner. I am Jackie, and it's time for a little book haul. So, it's of course only been a few days, but I was offered a lift to the roast office, and you know what? I'm not going to say no to that in all honesty. Now, I was going to get 4 books, but I decided to just stick to my usual 3 books book haul. The book I almost got was A Room of One's Own by Virginia Woolf. It's her essay, and it was a hardback though, so I was hesitant to get it, and if I'm going to get it, it's going to be a paperback. And I'm still trying to figure out if I can get into Stream of Consciousness. I haven't picked it up lately, but I have like Swan's Way by Proust, and then I'm also, I did start reading, and then I've been reading the Museum of Abandoned Secrets. I've been reading that as well, but both those books I have not picked up lately. And a Museum of Abandoned Secrets is even longer than Swan's Way, so it's a big commitment. But anyway, I want to show you what I got. So like I said, I stuck to my 3 book limit, so I don't spend more than $12. So the first book I bought was a nonfiction. It's Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius is a famous Roman emperor, and apparently he was the only one that was the most level-headed of all the Roman emperors that Rome had. Okay, so, and this is kind of his, almost, I guess it's like reading his diary, where, like ways to help himself stay grounded and stay level-headed and not become a tyrant. So the back says, Marcus Aurelius ruled the Roman Empire at its height, yet he remained untainted by the incalculable wealth and absolute power that had corrupted many of his predecessors. He knew the secret of how to live the good life, amid trying and often catastrophic circumstances of how to find happiness and peace of mind when surrounded by misery and turmoil, and understood how to make the right choices, even if they are difficult, without regard for self-interest. Offering a fresh and vivid translation of this important piece of ancient literature, Meditations brings Marcus' inspiring words to life and shows his wisdom to be as relevant today as it was in the 2nd century. This book speaks to the soul of anyone who has ever faced adversity or believed in a better day. And I was surprised. I'm looking at it, it doesn't look like that hard to read, or at least the typography doesn't look that hard. Like, it's, but yeah, I thought this would be fun, and it's not as long as I thought it would be. And I thought it'd be longer, so this should be really intriguing to read. Very thought-provoking and just like and maybe even inspiring. So okay, next is The Last Train, A Train to Moscow. So this is by Elena Gorokova. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And it's a book about an actress. This woman who wants to be an actress, and she leaves her hometown in Moscow, or wants to leave, and she ends up going to drama school. But then, when she returns, and her ex-boyfriend is part of the Communist Party, and they don't agree on politically on a lot of stuff. So, and what she stands for is like against what he stands for, kind of thing. And okay, so let me read the back. In a small provincial town behind the Iron Curtain, Sasha lives in a house full of secrets, one of which is her own dream of becoming an actress. When she leaves for Moscow, she goes to Moscow. Sorry, she actually travels to Moscow. When she leaves for Moscow to audition for drama school, she defies her mother and grandparents and abandons her first love, Andre. Before she leaves, Sasha discovers that the hidden war journal of her uncle Kolya, an artist still missing in action years after the war has ended. His pages expose the official lies and the forbidden truth of Stalin's brutality. Kolya's revelations and his tragic love story guide Sasha through drama school and cement her determination to live 1,000 lives on stage. After graduation, she begins acting in Leningrad, where Andrei, now a Communist Party apparatchik, becomes a censor of her work. As a past secret comes to light, Sasha's ambitions converge with Andrei's duties, and Sasha's must decide if her dreams are truly worth the necessary sacrifice. As her grandfather likes to say, all will indeed be well. So it sounds like an intriguing read, and it made me think of a book that I saw at the old country bookshop the other day. It was between this book that I'm going to talk about and then Empire of the Vampire. Well, I chose Empire of the Vampire to, I get back into the fantasy mood, supernatural fantasy mood. But that book kind of reminded me of this, where you have a woman that wants to be an actress. She's, I believe, Chinese, and she comes to Moscow, and so it kind of is a similar premise. But that's not the one I chose, obviously, but I remember being intrigued by that one as well. And I was close to getting it. So we have that. And then the last book, so this is a book by an author that is very well known, very famous. I have read one of his books, and then I saw an adaptation of another of his books. I know that two of my favorite booktubers, Caroline Marie Reeds and Emmy, are big fans of this author and have loved, I think it's Caroline Marie who loves Remains of the Day. I think it might be the other way around. I don't know. I know one of them loves, or not Remains of the Day, Never Let Me Go. Caroline, I think, is the one that loves Never Let Me Go, while Emmy doesn't love it as much. Forgive me if I got that wrong. But, and the author is Kazuo Ishiguro, and this is The Unconsoled. So I'm going to read the back of this one. From the Booker Prize-winning author of The Remains of the Day comes an audacious new novel that is at once a gripping psychological mystery, a wicked satire of the cult of art, and a poignant character study of a man whose public life is accelerated beyond control. The setting is a Central European city where a renowned pianist has come to give the most important performance of his life. Instead, he finds himself diverted on a series of cryptic and infuriating errands that nevertheless provide him with vital clues to his own past. In The Unconsoled, Kazuo Ishiguro creates a work that is itself a virtuoso performance, deeply strange and hauntingly familiar, and resonant with humanity and wit. So that sounded really good too. Really interesting plot that, I always find it intriguing, those plots where it only takes place within a few days and this person's life is changed forever. Like, it's always interesting to read books like that where they, because especially when they are so long and it's like, and just interesting how one day or only a couple days can really change your life. Like, that's what a lot of these works will imply. And of course, as usual, I want to read all three of these books right now, but I'm trying to read the books I already... But I don't know, maybe I should stop worrying about that. I mean, it's not like anyone's moderning, I cannot say that word, moderating. God, I cannot believe I cannot say that word. Moderating, you guys know what I'm trying to say. And so I don't have to, I can do what I want, but I have a guilty conscience when I'm not reading books I've owned for a long time. And right now I'm like, I still want to read them, I just haven't got to them yet. Of course, a lot of people always tell me that, reading is about the mood, and sometimes you're not in the mood for certain books at the time. So, but it's just kind of like, even if I'm not in the, even if I do know that, I still, it bothers me, and I like a plan, so. Anyway, so I might start reading one of these now, I don't know, I still have to kind of sort through all the books I talked about in my video that I posted last night, and figure out which ones I'm actually in the mood for and which ones I'm picking just because I feel like I should read them, like right now. But anyway, I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Click subscribe if you are interested in more of my videos. I hope you are enjoying your reading as well, and I would love to know what you are currently reading, and maybe, maybe I'm familiar with it, maybe I'm not, but I hope you're doing well, and I will talk to y'all later. All right, bye!